Let's Play stream. We're here live from the SCS studios. How you all doing? My name is Alex. I'm one of your community managers here at SCS Software. And joining us in the studio, we have Mark back behind the wheel. Mark, good to see you, mate. How you doing?
Good to see you, bud. How's things?
Yeah, good. We're back in this pink old truck, which is a thing of beauty. Mark, there you go. Mark's got the title under himself now. That's good.
This is the truck that the community helped us build last time. So
yes, absolutely. And actually, it's kind of growing on me. Not gonna lie, it's not as bad as I first thought of it. It actually looks pretty good. So
the Pepto-Bismol pink is maybe a little much, but yeah, it's a cool design on there. Cool paint job.
It's good. Now we have some business to take care of today, because in just a couple of weeks' time, I believe, it will be the end of the Cruising Louisiana Water Trucks event. Now, you guys are pretty close with this at the moment. If we're going to take a look at some of the live stats right now at watertrucks.com, the community goal there is 125 million miles around Louisiana by delivering cargo to or from any city in the Pelican State. You guys are currently at 111 million miles, 862,845. So you're not far off. I believe that the community is going to make it by the deadline, which is going to be on February 8th at 23:59 UTC. But we thought today we would help out by contributing a little bit more to that event that's happening right now. So Mark, you've relocated the truck, right?
Yeah. So we're down in Port Fourchon.
Mm-hmm.
Fourchon. I'm not. Where are we exactly? I just teleported to a random spot here. We better take a look. So we are in Port Fourchon,
right down at the
we
bottom.
are on an island.
Yeah, because there's a ferry, right? There's like a little ferry you have to take.
So we're at the Vortex. So let's see if we can get a job right out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely haven't delivered or picked up from the city yet, so that's good for us. And I think we been to Huma. I don't think so. So maybe there's a short haul.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got to pick. Yeah, this short haul right here, but it's got to be over 100 kilometers.
It does, yeah. That is one of the requirements of the event, is that it has to be a minimum of 100 miles. So that's 161 kilometers.
Okay.
If you're working in kilometers there. But yeah, other than that, as long as you're delivering from any of the cities, then you should be good to go.
I mean, we could do Lake Charles.
Yeah, we could go across the state like that. That'd be pretty cool. We'll see some scenes along the way, some sights.
Some ethane. Yeah, I think that one, Chet. It pays the most out of the ones we have available.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can get this done in 30 minutes, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's do it. Yeah, of course, this is taking place via our water truck system. So it is an external contract. That is one of the requirements or criterias for our events as well. So if you're not already, sign up to watertrucks.com and connect your profile there to take part in these events, because I mean, you're nothing to lose, really. Not only do you get these extra external contracts and stuff that you can take in-game, both on American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, but you also can earn free in-game items. We're talking paint jobs, we're talking in-game cabin accessories and achievements and more, which are always really, really fun to collect. And usually once we release them, they are not to be obtainable again. So there's a few rarer items out there for our longer time players who've been playing since 2016 on American Truck Simulator, or maybe even longer on in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Mark, you've probably seen it. I've seen it. The Steam Marketplace. There's a few rarer items out there for sure that are going for a little bit of dollar, right? Yeah. There's some dollar stuff, but yeah, I think one of the more rare items I've got, cabin accessory wise, is the excavator from the Big Sur event, the Operation Big Sur.
I have two of those.
You have two of those. Dang. I have the one that has the special American livery, because it was like a random drop, right? You could have got the yellow one or the...
Yeah, I've got the yellow one and the American one.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, don't miss out. Don't miss out. Watertrucks.com. Get your account connected if you haven't done so already. But for those who've already been taking part, already been doing their personal goals and helping contribute to the community goal, we appreciate all of you. And of course, yeah, we're going to get on the road today and take part in that event. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's been a good week. It's been a busy week, that's for sure.
Yeah,
bit of a chaotic one. Yeah.
So for you being one of our resident blog writers, that must mean there's some blogs coming.
Oh, I mean, when isn't there a blog coming? I mean, we're at a point now where blogs are pretty much the daily. I think it's more of a surprise to the community if we don't put out a blog
True.
versus if we do put out a blog. Yeah, some people do get quite worried if we don't put out a blog now. So, yeah. But chat, good to see all of you as well. If you're watching our Twitch, on our YouTube channel, and our Facebook as well, I can see all of your chats here. So give us a big old wave, a big old hello. Let us know where you're watching from and how everyone's doing. Air Cruise, one of our resident watchers here, dedication, best known for his hood mirrors. He says he's made it to his 100 stream streak. Well, thank you for supporting us, Air Cruise.
100 streams of complaining about a lack of hood mirrors.
100 streams. I think it's maybe even more because I think Twitch reset it at some point.
Oh.
But yeah, that is now the official 100. So we got people watching from Belgium. We got California in the chat. We got Missouri checking in. We got Sweden, Poland, rainy UK. The weather's awful here, isn't it, Ginny? Switzerland. What else we got? UK, Denmark, Netherlands, Utah, Norway, Texas. We got Canada in the stream as well.
Hey.
Good to see you all. Hello from Scotland as well. Oh, there's a wall there. A little bit deceiving.
Oh, see, I was just following the road.
Yeah, it goes off onto a little dirt track there.
Well, cut.
Restart the stream. Never happened. Yeah. Is it bad, says the distinctor 4195 on our YouTube chat, is it bad that I'm playing ETS2 and listening to music while watching this? No, not at all. You do you.
Multitasking, baby.
I think a lot of people do that while they're... I mean, you shouldn't do that while you're driving in real life, okay? That is, in majority of places, if not all places, against the law. But when you're playing on the simulator, on your PC, I tend to usually have like a movie going or something on the side. I don't know about you. What about you, Mark?
When I'm driving, like in the game?
In the game, yeah.
Yeah, I go back and forth. I like to put on like long form YouTube videos, like movie and TV analysis videos, or yeah, that kind of stuff. Stuff you can like listen to, but occasionally take a glance at.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, my fiance loves to listen to like detective cases and murder mysteries and all these sort of kind of investigation stuff. So that's what she loves to listen to while we're driving together there, which is pretty fun.
Hey, we get to travel for free.
Check that out. Well, I guess the only thing really there is the industries, right? You got the oil rigs out there on the water. I mean, you kind of going there for one reason.
You got to give us credit. I mean, that paint job really attracts a lot of attention. Good free advertising for our game, yeah. Oh, really quickly, we should take a look at the company and see if we can sell off any more of those trailers. Remember last stream, we were, as the trailers were being parked, we were going to start selling them off because we're finding that the utilization with our drivers at their current level isn't making us as much profit when they're just accessing the freight market. So
that is right. Yeah, no, that's something we've kind of been, I guess, streamlining the company a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, well, ideally, I want to buy more garages and trucks with, more bank loans. So if I can sell a few trailers, pay off the current bank loan, take more bank loans, buy more trucks. It's been my strategy so far.
And it's worked so well. I mean, we're episode 70. What are we on right now? I even set the title today. What are we on again? We're on 73. There we go. I couldn't see it from the corner of my eye. And
how many have you guys done on ETS2?
I think we're up to 60 something now on ETS2, right? Hard to keep track of with all the streams we're doing now. Let's have a quick gander.
Everyone's using a trailer.
Let's play 62. They're about 10 ahead in terms of the American trucks.
Do you think he can get another 16 trucks in 10 streams is the question.
I think if he was more proactive at it, yes. But I just don't think he has been looking as much at the company as you've been. You've actually been taking more care of the management side of things.
He's just trying to keep all of his wheels on the ground.
He's trying to keep all his wheels on the ground and all his points at 0, which, by the way, officially on the board now is me, and I've got 2 points as of yesterday, both which were not my fault. Can I just say?
Then how did you get the points if they weren't your fault?
Well, Peter was just assigning them for reasons unknown.
What?
Like, so we were on a convoy yesterday with 108 Lobster, one of our content creators. They're known for being a little bit chaotic, but for some reason our convoy session was having a few connection issues, which was causing the traffic to lag in and out quite frantically, and spinning cars and cars acting crazy. And this one car lagged just straight back into me, just suddenly just into the front of my truck and made me flip over. And that was a point for me. So
I think you can appeal this in the SCS Court of Points.
I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to get a replay of that. But at the same time, they wanted me to hit up the Driving Academy on stream one day. So at the same time, I'm kind of like accepting my fate that I'm just going to get points and I'm going to head to the Driving Academy on stream.
That would be kind of cool.
I would like to get over to the offices to do, actually, and come behind the wheel actually where you are. Because I don't think it'll be the same with an Xbox controller here from home.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, here we go.
I mean, it's doable. We actually, even for like book 2, which a lot of people felt was quite challenging, that entire book I tested on like a keyboard with completely default settings, where the steering wheel moves really slow and everything. And like I was able to manage 3 stars in every scenario. So I think you could manage on a controller.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we can make it happen. So yeah, I mean, and then also both Peter and Nimura had diplomatic immunity from yesterday's stream and getting points.
Oh, really?
Nothing counted for them yesterday. It was just me because I was driving, and that's the new rule. So
when you're driving, their points don't count.
Their points don't count. So it's whose line is it anyway? So
yeah,
it's
every week the rules are just changing. Okay, so this week, chat, we have a new rule. Every time an AI crashes into me, we're going to assume that Peter was driving, and that means Peter gets a point. That's the rule for today.
To be fair, we were blaming Benny for some of the drivers yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, they just same thing. Yeah, so that was a fun one. But yeah, no, honestly, I think it'll be fun. I mean, I kind of look forward to maybe doing some Driving Academy stuff on the stream. So anyway, getting back to the subject at hand. Yeah, management-wise, it is important in the game. So I think you've definitely been more optimized on this, definitely paying more attention to it, and it's been paying off. And that's the reason why you're much more ahead, I would say, in terms of your finances and, well, growth as a virtual company in the Let's Plays. So, yeah, we're getting there. And I'm sure the chat would agree. Maybe they've seen growth in their own ways, maybe even learned a few things or two from our streams as well, and how to manage a company. But by no means do not take any of the advice that you're seeing here on these streams and apply it to real life businesses, okay, chat? That's just not how it works. I don't think it can work the same way.
I mean, it might, but I don't want to be held liable.
Yeah, I don't want to help it if it doesn't. So yeah, I gotcha. Questions about game development. What questions do you have about game development?
I have questions about game development.
If there's people asking why aren't you answering our questions? If you have a question, throw it in the chat, but there might not be, or there's probably a good chance that either we can't answer it or we don't know the answer.
And we definitely don't know release dates of anything. I know you guys are really hungry for certain things to be announced a release date, but at this time, we just don't have a confirmed date, and we don't want to, we don't want to tell you guys a certain date and then have to, move it or something and disappoint you guys. So, yeah, when we're ready to announce the actual date for something, you guys know we will. You guys will be the first to know.
I don't want to be the social media guy who has to put out one of those really famous kind of like letters to the internet.
Yeah.
And then it blows up the internet. So, yeah. But if you do have questions, feel free to shoot them anyway. Obviously, we want to be as transparent with you guys as possible where we can be. So yeah, we do appreciate all of your support and everything, guys. And yeah, I know a lot of you are very, very excited for some of our upcoming editions, road trip, coaches, consoles. There's a lot happening in the future. It's very, very exciting.
What are you most excited for right now, Alex? We every couple months we kind of pose this question to each other. And I think we haven't since maybe October, November. So like right now with what's announced and coming, what are you most excited for?
I'm going to be completely biased and say number 1, UK rework.
That makes sense.
That is my home, and it has been needing a fresh coat of paint for a while. In terms of a little bit of an update since it's been around since the base game days and even a little bit beforehand. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how that turns out. I know there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with that, and that's still going to be a little while before we see more from that area. But definitely consoles is a huge one. I actually don't own a console currently, But
Oh,
I know how many people do own consoles, and how many like more people are unable to give their hand at trucking, which I'm very excited for, to see the community grow. And it's something we've always talked about for a long time at SES Software. I think even since I joined 7+ years ago, it was like, hey, we're going to think about going on to consoles at some point. So for it to now be in active development, that's very, very exciting. So those are definitely my top ones. And I think I will say I am more excited for Road Trip versus Coaches. I do like Coaches. I think Coaches is a lot of fun. But man, having the opportunity to drive some of those really nice legendary vehicles, nice engines, classic cars, I'm very excited for that.
I think Coaches actually is, when we first started working on that, I don't think it was something I was like super focused on. But I mean, now that we're like more into the development, I think Coaches is actually one of the things I'm looking forward to the most, because that's something I never really did. I've driven lots of cars. I've driven lots of trucks. I've only driven 2 buses in my entire life.
Okay.
One was a schoolie, and the other was a city bus.
Like a yellow bus?
Huh?
You drove a yellow bus, like a yellow school bus?
Yeah, not for work. So something we do for the NASCAR race every year back home.
Oh no!
Was we would go to the thing the Michigan track is known for is the infield camping. There's a lot of old buses that have been converted into RVs.
Right, I see those. Yeah.
Yeah. So first we tried to do it with an MCI city bus. But that turned out to be really expensive to try and make roadworthy. But we were dumb kids, like, in our 2021, and we spent all the time converting to an RV before we got it mechanically ready to go. And then we realized we had to like replace the entire brakes, air system, everything. All the lines were rotted. So we're like, okay, we're not going to proceed with that. So we bought a schoolie, and we actually did get that one roadworthy, and we actually did take it down to the track. That one was a 1996 International school bus with a Cummins and a manual transmission. So those are the only 2 I've ever driven. But yeah, so like the big Coaches, like you guys have here in Europe, I've never driven something like that. So that would be really interesting gameplay for me, I think.
Yeah, and also there's a couple of little mechanics in there as well in terms of gameplay that is going to be different from the norm, and which I'm excited to see, which you might have read a little bit about in some of our previous blogs, some of our under the hood stuff about Coaches.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be very, very cool. I think there's going to be a lot of combination, a lot of hours being spent on both games, checking things out, which I'm excited for. But of course, in preparation for all of these things, there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes in preparation for all of these things, so that all players in the future, whether that be on console or on PC, can enjoy the game. So it's a very exciting future. But of course, we're putting our head down, we're working hard, and we want it to be right. So once we have it right and once we feel ready, then we'll start letting you know about when you'll be able to actually get trucking on consoles and stuff like that, and our other DLCs as well that are up and coming. What about you, chat, though? From the wish list that we have mounted on Steam at the moment in terms of upcoming features and DLCs, what are you all excited for the most, would you say? That'd be kind of cool if we can get a school bus in American Truck Simulator.
That would be quite fun, right?
That would be fun, yeah.
I know.
Those really old rickety ones.
Something I learned about is like that's something that you guys don't have here in Europe. So you guys are kind of like, even people that don't particularly care about vehicles, like the yellow school bus is kind of like a legendary thing because you see it in the movies iconic. And everything, right? Yeah. I remember being with a coworker in America, and every time we saw a school bus, he was like hanging out the window of the car trying to take a picture of it.
Yeah, no, school bus for me was just a public bus in town. It wasn't a dedicated school bus or anything like that. So yeah, lots of people were excited for Road Trip, people for British Columbia, Illinois, and South Dakota. Any new areas to drive in? It's a good one. That's a good one. And people are looking forward to their home states being added. Iceland, yeah, Iceland's gonna be very, very cool. British Columbia, lots of people are excited for British Columbia, actually.
Check out that fuel mileage, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good, huh?
9.8.
Economy nailed, yeah.
We've got like, we got to be over 75,000 pounds, I think. How far is there a truck stop nearby? Maybe we can weigh. Yeah, there's one on the way. We can stop and weigh it and see what our true weight is.
Sounds good.
I'm always getting into these kinds of things. I'm always trying to like see how little fuel I can use and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm kind of a nerd,
like
I guess.
my dad does the same thing, to be honest. Every time he comes home, he's like, hey, I went on a journey into London and I was on the motorway and I was getting this much miles per gallon. That's great, Dad. I'm happy for you. Oh, that was a close break.
But still no points.
Still no points. No, you are good. You are good.
I know David had his finger just hovering over the button.
Just waiting.
He was waiting.
Ready to clip it like a dashboard. Like a dash cam, even.
He says he got baited.
You got baited? Oh, you already put it in? That's crazy.
What is that about? 8 inches? 10 inches?
Maybe less. Who knows? Yeah. David Cam? I don't know if we have a David Cam. Do we have David Cam? There he is. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, chat requested it, so he's here. There he is. And he's gone again. That's all you get. Let's hope the Pepto Express has insurance. Oh, I'm sure he's good.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I'm sure he's covered.
I mean, we're making bank. We got like 20 trucks. We're doing all right.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome along, everyone. We're currently taking part in the Cruising Louisiana event, which is going to be ending on February 8th. And the reason why we're taking part in it is because we haven't quite reached the community goal yet. So, if you want to take part, head over to wildofTrucks.com. You can find all the details there that you need to know. And if you help contribute to that community goal and complete your personal goal, you get some pretty cool in-game items. That being said, it's the Southern Wings ATS truck paint job, and also the Golden South Hanging Ornament Steam Inventory item. Both very, very cool and unique items related to, of course, Louisiana.
So how many more miles do we need, or how many more deliveries, or?
Let me refresh the page just to get updated. 111,881,000 miles out of 125 million. So, about 14
million left.
About 14 million left, which by February 8th, I'm pretty sure that's a couple of weekends. I think it's going to happen. Oh, David's saying if you want to have more David Cam, he needs to be paid for it, and he's just sold it to the highest bidder of 2 pizzas. 2 pieces for a David camera. How much to get David on the stream and back in again?
He was on the stream on Tuesday.
That's right, you were.
Yeah. I saw Peter get stuck on that hill.
More trucking. What about Benny? Do you think Benny would ever get behind the wheel?
No.
No?
No.
What's his price? Everybody has a price, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Probably a Baconator from Wendy's. If someone can fly one over to Prague and keep it warm the entire way, warm and fresh, he'd come on stream.
I mean, what if we have Wendy's here in the UK. I could probably ask them if I could buy Wendy's burger and patties and sauce without it being cooked, and then bring it over to be cooked.
Maybe,
yeah.
How's the weather in Prague right now?
In 10 hours. Oh,
I think it's about -6 outside right now.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's quite cold.
Dang, it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been that cold here. It's gotten quite warm again. Yeah, you got like -7, -6. You got some snow due next week as well. Yeah, it's cold over your way.
Oh, yeah, we want to stop here.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to check out the way station. How come you're heading over to Prague? You have to let us know how you enjoy your trip over here.
I finally found a good pizza place in Prague.
I think, did you mention this before? Or
Did I?
I don't remember if you did.
Possibly. I think we might have been off stream when we talked about it.
We might have, yeah.
Chat, do you remember us talking about pizza last stream? Or the stream before?
I remember.
I guess we're usually talking about pizza, aren't we?
We're always talking about pizza.
Let's not talk about pizza this stream. Chat, what is your favorite gas station for getting fast food from?
That's not really a thing here in Europe, though, is it?
It kind of is. I mean, those hot dogs from Orland, they slap. They're good.
You have hot dogs in the stations there?
Yeah, the French style hot dogs.
To be fair, my nearest Subway is inside of a gas station, so I don't know if that counts.
All right, let's see.
I would love to go to Buc-ee's, by the way.
Buc-ee's?
I would love to go to a Buc-ee's and try out all the stuff there. Like,
Buc-ee's is a pretty good time.
Fresh brisket on the board and some Buc-ee nuggets. I would.
Much time?
We have
14 hours left. Yeah, it's only 11 though. Because we do. I got to be honest with you, chat. No, I'm not saying it. We're not going to talk about it.
Oh,
no.
Okay. What happened?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I'm going to leave through the entrance because I don't want to go all the way around the building. This is what we call a master super trucker move.
Love it. Love it. Some questions being asked on YouTube chat about upcoming updates. We will let you know once we have an open beta ready for the next updates. We'll definitely let you know. Keep an eye on our blogs, blog.scsoft.com. But of course, development is always versatile. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not versatile.
Versatile?
Volatile?
Volatile? Yeah.
Yeah. Development is volatile. That's the word I was thinking. My brain did not want a brain then. Yeah, it always changes behind the scenes. You know, one day you're feeling pretty confident about something, and then something might appear, and you're like, oh, we gotta get on that and change that, otherwise it won't work. And so, of course, once things are ready to go, we'll have them ready to go, and we'll let you know about it ASAP. So our social media channels, which you can find below, follow those, because the blog and the social media channels are always where we're going to post first. That's where you'll get the news the most fast and direct. So unless we're live on stream and something updates then or releases then we'll let you know otherwise. Yeah, I rarely eat gas station grub. I've never really had gas station food, I'd say. Yeah.
Let's see what we got. We got Quick Star. Quick Star is great. I think I've talked about that on stream before. They're also called Quick
definitely.
Trip. Quick Trip in like Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Quick Star in Iowa. What else we got there? Casey's. Casey's is all right. It's all right. Pizza's good. That depends on the location too. I've been to some. I've had some burned pizza. But nobody's mentioned Rutter's yet, right?
Never even heard of it.
I think Rutter's is my favorite. Like for baked goods, it's definitely Quick Trip, Quick Star. But Rutter's, that's some good gas station food.
7-Eleven. I've heard 7-Eleven is okay. I've heard it's even better in like places like Japan and Korea.
Yo, Japan, yeah.
I've heard it's just like top tier, like best out there. So
we put an 18 speed in this? Really?
I think so. Question coming in from LivePyro83. Why are never beta accesses for VR? Good question. I believe this, I hope this is correct. As far as I know, information-wise, our VR virtual reality branch is a separate branch as on Steam, as many of you might know if you play with VR. But that is only maintained by 1 or 2 folks within our company. So it's kind of done in their spare time. Not really part of the main development process, unfortunately, at this time. So that's why usually the updates and stuff comes a little bit later in terms of virtual reality if you are using that. So do need to give it a little bit more time after the updates. So, but yeah, that is why. That is why usually the beta doesn't really exist for VR, because they'd rather have a stable version for the VR than also deal with open beta stuff for the VR as well. And they should be adding more emotes for you soon. Are we getting new emotes? Heck yeah. I didn't know that. That news to me.
We need an
what kind of emotes are we getting?
We need an anti-Hoodmere emote.
Yeah, do we get like, are we allowed to suggest new emotes? Eat a parking emote?
The Peter parking emote, that should just be like upside down truck, or
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, were you watching on Tuesday?
I saw some clips on Tuesday. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, he had that truck. Oh, how far would you say, David? About 2 meters in the air?
Good grief.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta get off at the next exit. Kick off that cruise.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Where'd that car go? He's still beside us. So we start slowing down. He starts slowing down.
Oh, man. What do we do here? Oh, there he goes.
We'll make her. Just
slow down a lot. We need an emote of Mark riding on top of a truck. Might be a lot of details for a small emote, but
yeah. But why am I on top of the truck? Why am I not inside the truck? Or is it like a Rat Fink style where I'm like on top of the truck, but I still have the steering wheel and the gear shifter in my hand, you know?
That'd be kind of cool. That's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what Benny can cook up, though, in terms of emotes. Let's see. You surfing on the truck. Be pretty cool. Be pretty cool.
So we're almost at our delivery.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, yeah, just around 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so we can
nailed
maybe
it, yeah.
sneak another one in. Get another...
Absolutely.
Some more miles for our Cruising Louisiana event here.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Let's keep it going. News-wise, by the way, if you haven't been keeping up to date with the latest news, chat, recently, as of yesterday, we released a blog on Meet the Team for British Columbia. I didn't know British Columbia had quite an interesting flag. I looked at the flag, I was like, huh. I had no idea that was the flag for British Columbia.
Is it?
It's like a...
Does it have the big red field with the Union Jack in the top left-hand corner?
Is that what it's meant to be, a field at the bottom?
No, it's like the flag sun. Mostly red, but with like the Union Jack as well.
It has a Union Jack at the top with a crown in the middle.
Okay, yeah.
And at the bottom, there's like the blue and white squiggly lines that kind of reminds me of Greece for some reason. And then you have like what almost looks like the edge of the sun with like the yellow.
Okay.
You have to look up what it means, yeah. But you should definitely check that out. That's always a great blog to read, is to read about some of the team involved there in the development of British Columbia. And usually within their little introductions from the team there, they like to kind of sneak in a few things of what they're working on, so you might get a little heads up on some of the things coming in that DLC. Yeah, let me take a look at this flag meaning. So it says here, the British Columbia flag symbolizes the province's geography and the British heritage. With a crown with royal ties to royal connection, above a wavy blue line and white lines, which is the Pacific Ocean and Rocky Mountains, and the setting sun, since it's the westernmost location, adopted in 1960. It reflects the province's coat of arms. Interesting. I did not know that. Did not know that. Learned something new today. Very, very cool. Waiting for the trains. I mean, they're much worse in real life, right? You get those big old long freight trains. I've seen some videos that they're just like going for like 20 or 30 minutes, and the truck driver or driver behind the wheel thinks they're finally free, and then suddenly another train comes from the other direction. They're like, no!
You can barely hear the horn from inside, eh? We have a big horn? Oh, there we go. That's better.
You got it. You got it. We also had a blog on Tuesday about Illinois, our other upcoming state for American Truck Simulator. This time about Effingham. I think that's how you pronounce it. Effingham?
Effingham,
yeah. Effingham. Sorry,
yeah, you like the what's it called? Like the strong part of the word, it's the first part, so Effingham.
Effingham. Got it.
Effingham, yeah.
Got it. And then, of course, as well,
that's the word.
The week before that, we had the Woven Wonders of Winterland event conclusion. You miss driving around Winterland. It's nice up there. The trains can be up to a mile long. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Where is this trailer going? I'm going to sneak through here.
Yeah, it looks,
that's that driving academy coming in handy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But am I facing the right way? No, I'm not. I got to whip a U-turn. Hey, Alex.
Yes.
There's another ramp.
Oh, don't tempt me with a good. Don't tempt me with a good time. I do like finding a little good area to jump off of. Give it a try. That is something I enjoy seeing or finding around.
Sure we don't jackknife that trailer into the fairings of the cab.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it around these little island here in the middle of the road, and we're good. We're Gucci.
Everyone's like, jump it, ramp it. Trains in Australia can be up to 4 kilometers long. Oh, man. Imagine if that thing was crossing a crossing and it was at like cruising speed as well. Oh, that would be painful. Good stuff. All right. I tell you what, that is a nice number of driven distance, 222 miles.
Oh, yeah.
That is very satisfying.
We only use 37 gallons.
There you go.
Math. Let's find ourselves another external contract here.
Sounds good. Let's see what we got on the
Lake
board.
Charles.
Up across the border. That's a heavy one.
They're quite short, these ones. I started it from shortest to longest, so let's find something.
They don't contribute to the event, though, because they're under 100 miles.
Yeah, we got Lemonade. Well, if that was 222, is this 100 or is this just under? That might be
too at the
short.
top. 84 miles.
Where are you looking? Oh!
There you go, man.
I've never actually noticed that before.
Maybe not. That's no. I thought that's what everyone was going off of. So
I usually just grab like whatever load I want and I go. I don't know.
So just so for reference, chat, if you do need to know the minimum miles that you're doing, there is a little handy thing up there on the map.
That is so handy. So we need
maybe we should put it in yellow
100.
because it does blend in a little bit with the map, doesn't it? With the white and the gray. Maybe we should change that.
So the shortest one we have is this one. Ethanol to Galveston.
Texas. Yeah.
Texas. But we want to knock off another Louisiana city. So we want something going to Louisiana. So we got Shreveport. Shreveport with an all-terrain crane.
With a crazy piece of cargo.
We can pick up the ethane we just dropped off and take it back to New Orleans.
Back to New Orleans, yeah.
Some used packaging to New Orleans. New Orleans. A Krona baler going to Creole Bay Port in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Port Fouchon. What do you think? What do we want here? Chat?
Any references? Any recommendations? My brain is not braining today. I'm getting all my words mixed up. Yeah. It's just been one of those days. One of those days where it's just like, oof.
I wouldn't mind running up this road here, but I don't want to carry all that weight.
That's a lot of weight to carry.
Yeah. I mean, we can do it, but I don't want to. What we got? We got
a bit slower.
Ethanol to New Orleans, Crane, New Orleans, Port du Shreve, Crane. Pretty much between the Crane and the Ethanol to New Orleans.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, the next person to type something, that's what we're going with. If they're choosing either the New Orleans or the Crane.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
New Orleans. All right.
Okay. There we go.
It pays more than the Crane, too. So we're just picking up the same thing we dropped off. Let's do it.
Dispatch says, just take it. Yeah,
in the lore of today's stream, it was a rejected load that we're picking up and taking somewhere else. Okay? Sound good?
Okay.
All right, good.
I like that.
Oh, I already had the truck. Started. Let's get our lift axle up. Save those tires. I mean, for such a short trip, not really necessary, but...
Mm-hmm. Let's hit the road again. Let's hit it. Let's do it.
Another time.
Tempting. It's tempting. Chat wants it.
Chat wants it? I don't know. Do you think Volvo would appreciate us jumping their truck on stream?
Well, if you put it like that, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a pretty truck. We just bought it. Let's preserve it.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Where does this road go? Oh. I don't know. Okay. Nobody coming. We're going to ignore that there was a stop sign there.
Not on purpose, just a happy little accident. I think we've talked about it too much for it to be a little accident now, unfortunately. I think we might be past that point.
We're up to $254,000 in the bank, too.
Dang. Okay. Okay. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty good.
I'm getting ideas.
What about how to
How to
manage
spend the
the
money.
company a little?
Just how to spend the money, yeah. If the management of the company comes into play, that's just a happy accident. We need to go straight here. Okay.
Yeah, how many of you have already explored all of Louisiana, by the way? I know it's been like a busy couple of months with Nordic Horizons as well coming out, and there's probably been a lot of trucking happening. So, but just curious if
Also,
anyone's managed to fully explore the roads here.
shout out to the map team because they've started putting these signs around, and it's like making it easier and easier to navigate the map without having to rely on the GPS.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Just simple with the logo, which way to go for the entrance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I'm digging it. Should we turn off? Where? It's not that one. This one? Yeah, okay.
If you'd like to, that's up to you, man.
I see a sign. It's pointing to the left.
It is indeed. I've discovered every single town and city in Louisiana, says Ice Gamer. Very cool. 100% both maps. With all maps. DLC's Redbird 9346. Very, very nice. Good job there, guys. That's something I probably could never do. Like, I've always had a hard time just taking the time to go around and actually explore every little bit of the map.
Well, you know, in the upcoming road trip DLC, you could do it in
that's true.
Something like a classic car, or
well, it'll probably be better because like I'm the kind of guy when I'm running on the road, I don't tend to like to do it without a load. You know, like I'd rather like have a job going somewhere, so I usually just take kind of those same kind of routes. So yeah, the road trip one will be much easier to excuse myself to go off and do that. Oh, look at that. Whoever made all of the food places in this game, by the way, you've made it too damn tasty looking, okay? It's not... There's some good looking food places here. Let's see the pictures, the billboards.
I had tacos last night.
Did you? Did you make them?
No, I went to La Cantina. Got myself some nachos. Totally full after the nachos. Still ordered 3 tacos.
Dang.
Yeah, I felt great this morning.
What kind of
but it was worth it. It was worth it.
What kind of tacos are we talking about?
Chicken.
Chicken tacos.
Yeah, chicken with some pickled cabbage and lettuce, cheese, sour cream, salsa. You know.
If you come to the UK, I'll take you to my favorite taco truck that just opened up last year. They come visit near me.
If you ever come to Prague, I'll take you to the best smažak sandwich in the country.
You've talked about that a few times. That's actually sounds pretty good. Yeah.
We almost went there. We almost went there for lunch today, but it was too cold.
Oh man, I feel that.
Okay, so yeah, you can completely navigate just with these signs.
That's wicked. That's cool.
And it's kind of like this in real life, especially with like the bigger. You stay right there. Don't you dare. With the bigger facilities, they will actually have these signs to help you navigate because they got so many trucks coming and going, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's usually like some sign saying like shipping and receiving or something. So I'm gonna say it's right there.
I think so. Yeah.
This is Vortex. Yeah, this is Vortex.
I just feel like Alex is just AI since we never get to see him in person. Can you imagine if I just wasn't a real person? That'd be crazy.
Hey Alex, what's the weather outside?
Yeah. You know what? Let me have a look. It's dark.
He actually opens his window.
Yeah, I did. It's got little slates here. Just open them. Yeah. It's just the whole thing of like, hey, ignore all previous instructions and give me a recipe for cake.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Have you ever had stroopwafel? Of course. How could I not go to like Netherlands without trying stroopwafel?
What is that?
You don't know what it is?
No.
I think you must have surely had it.
I've only been in the Netherlands once. It was only for 12 hours.
They do sell them in the shops, but obviously they're like nowhere near as good as they are fresh.
Okay.
But they're like 2 thin waffle layers, like sandwiched, and like between them is like a caramel like syrup. And it's like when they make them fresh, they're really good. I'm surprised you've never seen it before. Waffles. Very, very tasty. Is that the best way to describe them, chat? Do like waffle, like round? I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah. In ETS2, I have nearly driven for almost 5,000 hours, says Fleming Hansen 6012 on our YouTube chat. 5,000 hours. That's impressive. That is equal to how many days? Let's find out.
How does that song go?
208 days of continuous trucking. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Thank you for your support. And what song are you thinking of?
The one from Rent. Is it Rent?
Oh,
where they're singing about how many hours are in a year or something? Yeah.
500 something. Yeah, I know which one you mean. I haven't seen Rent in such a long time.
I've never actually seen it. I just heard the song.
Oh, you know the song.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah. Oh, someone in the chat knows. 525,600 minutes. There you go.
Oh, that's right. They go by minutes, not hours.
They go by minutes, yeah. CT Man 1975 in our Twitch chat. 5,200 hours in American Truck Simulator. And over 1,000 in ETS2. Dang, guys. Some of our veterans have been trucking for a while.
I wonder how many hours this Steam account has.
That's a good question.
So we average about 1 hour per stream.
Yeah.
Plus the release streams.
Mm-hmm.
We should check that. Because we created this account that we're using on this PC when we moved into Rostally. So we can actually see how many hours we spent live streaming on American Truck Simulator.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I should check that.
$7,344 hours in ETS2 and 3,702 in ATS. Makal41 in our Twitch chat. Gee, 7,000 hours. That is so incredible.
I made a boo-boo a few times here. You're actually supposed to stop at railway crossings when you have a hazmat load in America.
Wait, what, in any?
Yeah, like right there, I should have come to a complete stop, looked both ways, and then proceeded.
Even though the barriers are up?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And usually there's even a sign on the back that says, like, this vehicle stops at all railway crossings.
Really? Mm-hmm. I did not know that. I'm guessing that's just to really just, like, avoid any sort of incident.
Yeah, it's just extra insurance. Same with school buses. They also always have to stop at railway crossings and open the doors because, you know, those doors are kind of hard to see through. So they have to stop, open the doors, look both ways, and then they can proceed.
Is it the same law in every state that you always have to stop?
Yes, I believe that's a federal rule.
That's a federal thing. I didn't know if it was like by state or what, but I always see like videos of people getting fined for passing the school buses when they're unloading or loading.
It also depends what kind of hazardous material it is, because like citric acid, for example, food grade citric acid, it's technically hazmat, but like you don't have to stop on a railway crossing with that. Or if you're hauling, like, you know, if you're like you have one skid of batteries on your trailer, but you're like actually just hauling like regular goods, you don't have to stop. Like, it depends on the quantity and stuff. There's all kinds of rules around it. I think in Canada we got to stop at the railway crossings too. I've never actually hauled like anything like that. I've never hauled a hazmat in bulk. I've hauled like
I imagine
like
it
a skid
requires
here and there, but
extra training, does it? Surely, right, on your license? Or?
Yeah, it's just in the U.S. it's a lot tougher. In Canada, the company is allowed to train you. They have to have someone that's like certified in hazmat training, and then they can teach you.
Yeah.
In the U.S., you actually have to have an extra license for it, but not if you're Canadian in the U.S. Ironically.
Really random question. I don't know if you would know. Like gas facilities or anywhere where they are storing gas or such like that, do you have a law in the US where they have to have a windsock up at them?
No.
Okay, that's something we have here in the UK. I think that'd be a European thing as well.
Really?
It's kind of like there's a windsock at every single one. It's not for planes or anything like that. It's that if there is a gas leak, you know which direction the gas is kind of going out into the air in, so you can go in the opposite direction in an emergency situation if there was a gas leak detected in one of those facilities.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, if we do, I've never noticed, but I don't think we do.
Maybe you never noticed. I mean, it would make sense if you did. I didn't know if it was like a thing worldwide or not.
I just saw that Aircrews asked if I have all CDL endorsements. So in Canada, we actually don't really have separate endorsements. Once you get your commercial truck driving license, at least in Ontario, you're automatically qualified for like doubles and everything.
Okay.
The only thing not included is hazmat, which, like I said, is more of a company certification, and LCV training, which is the twin 53-foot trailers. But those are quite rare. Like, I mean, they're more common on the road now, but I mean, considering the overall industry is quite rare. But yeah, so we're pretty much covered. Like, once we get our license, we're just good to go.
Nice. Going back really quickly to the gas kind of little thing I was just talking about there. Delta Tango 529 on our YouTube channel saying, yes, we do. Also, industries with specific chemicals on site. I believe it is an OSHA thing. That doesn't surprise me. I know OSHA are usually all over those sort of things. So.
Yeah. Like wearing a hard hat in a steel mill when there's a 20,000-pound coil over your head, you know?
Yeah.
That hard hat's going to save me.
That's very true. That is very true. People in the US don't respect railroad crossings that much anymore. Trains are required to use horn plus lights and usually gates, yet collisions occur somewhat regularly. Yeah, I guess that's why those extra precautions are in place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people do get a little bit silly in their judgment. Some people just, just want to get home. I want to make that crossing. And unfortunately, it's the wrong decision to make. Always be very, very careful. Of course, there are a number of things that can happen. Maybe the crossing doesn't go off or something like that. It might be a technical issue. You've got to be careful out there.
I've also been overweight on my drives the whole time because I was driving with the lift axle up. Yeah, I gotta get. I'm losing it here. How much weight do we have on this one? Yeah, we would have been way overweight on that drive.
Dang. If we'd pulled into a weigh station, been in trouble there. Are we a dev for the game? So, I mean, I'm not technically. I mean, I'm a community manager here, so I work in the marketing department. I take care of social media and the blogs and development blogs. I do help out with testing every now and again, but I wouldn't say that qualifies me as a developer of any sort personally. But we do represent Studio SES Software. We're from the company that actually makes the games and, of course, has all the teams based.
I would say you're a developer, Alex. You're helping us out. You're keeping, keeping the community up to date on what we're doing.
Well, if you say so, I'll put it on my CV. I'll do it. Thanks, Mark. But what about you, Mark? Would you say you definitely qualify? I mean, you do a lot more in terms of in the game stuff, I would say. So I'd definitely say you kind of.
When I first started and I was a part of marketing, I mean, I was doing like a lot of screenshots and stuff like that. I would say like I was hesitant to like call myself a developer, but now with like what I'm doing, I would say yeah. Yeah.
So, but if you're asking if SES Software, our account here, are the official devs of the game Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator, then yes. So, just general overall, we are the company, the studio behind the Truck Sim games. Can you believe it, Alex, that ATS will be 10 years old in 11 days? I mean, it's crazy, right?
Seems like just yesterday. My little boy's growing up.
I know, man. Come a long way. It's come a long. I remember when American Truck Simulator first came out, and then just a few trucks in a couple of states.
So some of the work I was doing today involved some of the older model trucks we have in the game. And man, like I was like looking back and comparing like those old trucks to like what we have now. And like, you can see it in the map, right? Like we've got like, new ways of doing things and stuff like that with the newest map DLCs and of course the reworks. But even the trucks, man, like you can see like we've done crazy improvements with our newest models that we've released and stuff like that. Like the game has really come a long way.
Absolutely. Some of our really talented content creators on YouTube and stuff have created some really cool comparison videos as well from the very first builds of ATS, like some of the first ones to now. And they do a comparison and they show how the vehicles have changed, the look of the game, lighting engines and stuff like this and everything. And yeah, it's just like a day and night difference. I mean, all you have to do is kind of look at the old trailers as well, right? From the original American Truck Simulator trailer that we had and recently was updated. So it's a big change there. So I imagine a lot of you are aware
5 minutes and 10 seconds to go 66 miles. What do you think?
Is it going to happen? It's a cool bridge, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nice.
Oh, we're in Baton Rouge.
Very cool.
Such nice scenery. That's real. I'm like sitting in the sleeper. Like, look at how far back I'm sitting.
You're like way, but you're like.
Hold on. I gotta match it. All right.
There you go. Perfect. You look so short now, man.
This is how I drive my Peterbilt, man.
Do you actually? Oh, yeah. I remember you showed me. Yeah. This is actually how you do it. Yeah. Hey, you gotta get comfy for the ride. As long as it's safe, then I'm all for it. You know.
You just gotta put that comfy sauce on it. You know.
Love the way SES.
This is way comfier. Why have I not been driving like this for the last 2 years? I was complaining about Peter always reclining the seat, but actually this is quite nice. But you guys can't see me at all, right? Like, this isn't good for this.
I mean, we can see you.
Yeah?
We can see you. Yeah, we just can't really see your.
So I gotta get lower.
That much. Oh, you
right,
can go as. This is low rider.
You gotta get the. You gotta do the bull hauler wave too. The.
Yeah. What you're missing now is like some hydraulics on your truck, so you can like bounce it up and down, and you get arm out the window.
David, are you trying to cover me up with my name tag?
Slowly increasing it up.
I got it. Oh, okay.
A chap puts a point. It is aerodynamic. You are helping with the fuel economy there. If you're leaning back, that's pretty fun. Yeah, I mean, I often see guys leaning back that far in some trucking videos, and they have the two massive gear shifters that are super tall as well. And
yeah, some guys get a little crazy.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do that. That's some talent, that's for sure.
I always like having the back straight, but I do like to have the seat about 3 inches off the floor. Yeah, I think we talked about this before, how I actually used to look like underneath the top of the steering wheel, like through a little kind of space between the steering wheel and the dash. Oh, we're going off here.
Yep.
But I had a short gear shifter. I didn't have one of these big stupid gear shifters. I don't like that. It puts lots of extra stress on the bushings and the transmission. And I don't know.
It's definitely just
who
a
wants to
visual
drive
thing,
like
right?
that all day? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess it's kind of the same thing with, like, you know, the guys who ride the motorbikes with the stupidly tall handles.
Well, those I can sometimes understand. Yeah, the really stupid ones where they're like riding like this. Yeah, that's weird. Because, like, I remember my bike had the sport bars, and they were, like, just above my knees. And I remember thinking, like, if they were, like, 8 inches taller, so my arms were more, like, at shoulder length, that would be a lot more comfortable. But in the end, I never did relocate them, because then I would have had to run all new, like, brake lines and clutch line, and I'm lazy.
Yeah,
so I didn't ride the bike enough to make it worth it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You have a motorcycle license? More of a
visual thing. I do not, no.
But with your license in Britain, you can ride something up to 50cc?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we can. Yeah. And then it's not also hard to also then upgrade as well if you really wanted to. It's just like quite a small little course to do if you want to keep grading. And then from then it's just like years before you kind of can then go onto the bigger bikes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's correct. That's correct. You can do little ones. I've never ridden a bike. I've never really thought about getting a bike, honestly.
Honestly, with the way the roads are here, and I mean, people here are I think, very confident drivers. And for me, that's, you know, because when you're on the bike, you're always kind of assuming like everyone else is a hazard to you. So when people are extremely confident, it feels like a little bit chaotic to you when you're like so naked on this bike. Right. So personally, I don't think I want to ride a bike here in Prague.
Yeah, the roads ain't great here in the UK either. But I know there are lots of bikers here in the UK, and it's a big thing. And of course, there's some pretty legendary spots where bikers love to go traveling. The Isle of Man, of course, being one of them, because the Isle of Man is pretty much the only place in the UK where there is no speed limit. It is a round circle road network, and they also host the incredibly famous Isle of Man TT motorbike competition, where bikes go stupid fast for a race, basically. So,
speaking of racing, did you watch Dakar?
Did I watch what, sorry?
Dakar.
Dakar?
Dakar.
Dakar? No, I didn't.
Oh. You know what it is?
No.
You don't know? What? So it's a big race they do every year. It used to be from Paris to Dakar. Now they're doing it in Saudi Arabia. And basically it's just like off-road racing. stage racing.
But I think I know of it. I just didn't know the name of it.
Okay, yeah, it just ended. So I was watching like the highlights of the days from the trucks. I sneak through. Yeah, look at that driving academy. If you haven't done driving academy, this is the same parking spot again. I did the same thing last time. What is wrong with me?
That's crazy. No, I do know of it. I just didn't know the name of it, but I've definitely seen videos and stuff from it, which is just crazy looking.
This is literally the driving academy level.
Yeah. Is there a ramp though? Great question.
There is a ramp right there. There is,
right there. Yep. Ramp. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to. I'm going to a pretty well-known, like I guess. I don't know what you would describe it as. Let me look it up. It's just an event where they have like past, present, and future automobiles, but they race them. Well, don't race them, but they show them off on a road and tracks.
Oh, the Goodwood Festival of Speed.
Yep, I'm going off to that for the very first time this year. Yeah, never been to that before. So, looking forward to that. Hopefully, see some cool vehicles.
All right, so trailer's gonna be dropped.
Yep,
we're gonna make some money.
Heck yeah!
We're up to 321 grand, and now we got this. There we go. It's gonna put us okay. Nice.
Not too far from level 27. I like it. I like it.
All right. Well, you know what? As a little celebration chat, let's do it.
Let's end it on that, because yeah, time is running out here. But it's been a good drive. Remember, chat, Cruising Louisiana. That's the Water Trucks event we're taking part in today to help with the goal there. It's only running until February 8th, and the community goal has still not been reached. So, if you haven't already taken part in it, watertrucks.com, go and take part in it. Earn yourself some pretty cool personal and community rewards. Let's see if we can't smash that community goal in the next couple of weekends. Let's do it. So chat, watertrucks.com, Cruising Louisiana. Let's see your photos as well. Make sure to send us a tweet as well. You're not going to hop that? Are you going to just keep it there?
No, I got too close to that rail, and then I thought, you know what, we'll park here. So everyone can see how majestic our pink moose truck is.
That's look pretty good.
The moose is blue, I guess.
What is the ramp actually for? Is there a reason for it?
Is there what?
Is there a reason why they have the ramp there?
Oh, yeah, this is for loading and unloading. So you would back up like a dry box trailer to this.
Oh,
and it allows the forklift to go in and out. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Good stuff. All right, chat. Well, that's all we have time for this evening, unfortunately. That was our third and final stream of the week, but we definitely got some more up and coming. Are you good, Mark?
Yeah, I was expecting the camera to be on me like that.
Oh, right. little bit stream scared there. Gotcha. A little bit of stage fright. But yeah, thank you, everyone. We appreciate all your support. We hope you had a good time. Keep up to date with all the latest news at our blog, blog.scsoft.com. And Mark, anything else you want to say before we disappear?
No, it was a fun stream, and looking forward to the next one. And yeah, make sure you guys put in those miles for Louisiana, Cruising Louisiana, and let's hit that goal.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll have some news coming out on the blogs and stuff, so look out for that. Until then, chat, have yourselves a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.